Beautiful life. It's the 29th of August 2020 and today I'm exploring the lookout posts from the Second World War at Fort Bovisand. So let's go! All over Devon and Cornwall there are secret places to explore. Let's see what we can find today. I'm at Mount Baden. And there's this old air raid shelter. Been here once before, it's quite hairy actually. And you need mountaineering skills to explore some of the areas. Apparently these berries, I'm not sure what they're called, but I've just met some people, they're very bitter, but these berries are used for alcohol, to use in sloe gin. Better them drinking it than me. Yesterday was a rainy day. I think it's about the 1st of September or the 2nd of September today. It's a Saturday in 2020, and of course the last few months have been absolutely horrendous. The year's flown because everybody's been in lockdown and not really achieved much and messing up their heads because they're stuck indoors all the time. So it was nice to get out and do some exploring. Some of these areas that you explore are very hard going, but you have to go through interesting areas to discover things. So let's go into this wilderness. It's the wilderness experience. It's become overgrown since I was last here actually, by quite a bit. So hopefully I can get through and get back again. There's been a few people here recently doing some exploring like me. The thing about scree slopes is they're easy to go up, but it's very difficult to come down. So you have to be careful, especially when you're by yourself. I remember going up when I was mountain rescue at Orif Valley. We went to on an expedition to the Pyrenees, and we went up the, I think it's the Salopet range on the French Pyrenees, and had a day off by myself, and I went up a scree slope and it was incredibly hairy. I'd made you look at the view there. That's Holiday Camp, and over the back there you've got Wembury, round the back of the headland there, and you got the Mewstone over the back. Then they got their own wild horses over there as well. Nearly there. It was quite a surprise coming up here the first time about a month ago, because it's air raid shelters, but they were covered in graffiti, and I loved graffiti. If it's done in the right places, it's a form of art. And of course, if it's rubbish and done in the wrong places, it's rubbish. But if we didn't have graffiti, we wouldn't have known anything about our ancestors, because it's the old wall drawing, the old wall paintings and cave paintings that told stories that we learnt from. And life is all about learning and progressing and trying to change things for the better, not living on the past, especially the destructive side of things, where, you know, Plymouth and its war history and the UK's war history is all based around going into other people's countries, wiping out tribes, giving them viruses that they couldn't handle, and especially in America as well, they scalped the Indians as well. And we were quite brutal, and you can't glorify that, but you can learn from it and change things for the better. Now we're at the top, and these are the derelict buildings that I discovered, and it's great to be up here and away from everybody. You can spend an afternoon here just escaping and sunbathing. Just over the back there you've got an ammunition range or an army range. Whilst I'm here, I'll take some pictures of the graffiti and then put it at the end of this video. Going out exploring things stretches the mind and takes your mind off things. In a world where everybody's bogged down with politics and negativity from the news and the politics. There's a bigger picture, a bigger world out there, away from people. And it's a shame that these sort of buildings were elements of the most brutal side of harming people and protecting people from harm. Just an illusion. It's going to be out with great views. Look over here, see what we got. Hopefully the sun will come out in a minute. Get some great views. See, there's the breakwater. I believe that was built by prisoners of war. They probably got very wet building that actually. Naval ship in the background. And that's the Atlantic Ocean. That's how they call Plymouth the Ocean City because of that. There's the army range at Mountbatten. Just come out of social distancing. So these are the beaches now. Look at all the cars down there. Hopefully they'll not come out of social distancing too soon. Next week a lot of people go back to work. And I think in the UK, with what's happening in Europe, it's push to open up the economy again, get people back into work, get through it, and then they'll have to close everything off again, and then we'll damage the economy. Seems to be a very thinking way of thinking. Peepo, as my friend would say. The long and winding road keeps on coming to your door. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Hi ho, and away we go, donkey riding. BT artists don't seem to live very long because you see these rest in peace little signs everywhere. Probably because they're doing drugs and sniffing too much of the paint. Were you ever in Quebec, starring timber on the deck, where there's a king with a golden crown, lying on a donkey? Hey ho, and away we go, donkey ride, donkey ride. Hey ho, and away we go, riding on a donkey. As already mentioned, the descent route's always worse than the ascent routes, and I'm going to make an attempt to get back down to the Mountbatten Plateau now, and after visiting the arid shelters at the top, or the derelict war points, whatever they are. So see if we've got any battery power left in the camera. And this is hairy because it's also bracken and all sorts of stuff, which is really rough for getting through. If that's the right way, and that's not the right way, let's go further around. Hey, do 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 do. Got to get your points right, otherwise you'll end up going somewhere you don't want to be. Well-worn paths are always the best ones to use, of course. Remember, if you're mountaineering, you've always got to be more careful on the descent routes, because that's where most accidents happen. So let's hope I'm not tempting fate. And this has been well used, obviously. Make sure the branches are strong that you're holding on to as well. Sort of. Walking back to happiness. Oh, bye. Oh, yeah, yeah. Walking back to happiness. Last time with you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at that view. Stunning. There's another route over there. That's well worn. I wonder where that goes. You got like a golf course over the back there, where the shooting range is as well. View of me. Get the camera hood out of the way, the camera lead out of the way. Harness lead. And here we are, nearly down now. There's some pieces everywhere. Trainers aren't ideal either. There's too much give in them. And here we are back into the wilderness. Respect the wilderness and it will respect you. It's like everything really. If you respect and look after yourself, then it also helps other people and keeps other people safe, especially with the coronavirus around. If you make sure that you don't get it, then nobody else will get it off you, will they? So if everybody thought like that, then the coronavirus wouldn't spread. Look at that little kettle there. Nearly out now. Might have come out the wrong way actually, because I have to drop into the No, it's right. Just come out a bit higher up. Mountbatten's just down there. Lots of stories from all these areas. Then that's the southwest coastal path that goes on that bridge as well, across that bridge as well. Steeped in history. It's a shame it's a war history though. Back to where we started. Spooky little stand tunnel. So this is the last bit of today's walk, and hopefully I've got enough battery power in this great little GoPro to take me through the tunnel, which is the old lookout post at Mountbatten. Just slip the camera back on my head. We're ready to go. Get a couple of pictures on the way down. Think I'm gonna be sad. When I was a boy, I used to sing when I was in a tunnel, and I'd sing day-o, day-o, daylight come and I want to go home. Day-o, daylight come and I want to go home. Used to be a viaduct in Cheshire where I used to live, and I used to go through that nearly every day, and I'd sing as everything echoed off the tunnel walls. Daylight come and I want to go home. And we'll use the reverb out into the fresh air again, and we're nearly out of the area where we started. And there's the view. Over there, Mount Edgecombe over there, Breakwater, Mountbatten, and Wembury over there. And that's today's bit of exploration. Jenny Cliff. Away from the stupidity of politics. Freedom. Freedom! Here's a dusty road going down the highway. So we're in September now, and the summer's gone so quick because everybody's been in lockdown, not been able to do anything, not been able to do any festivals. So all I've been able to do is promote videos from past festivals, and that's been frustrating because I've been staring at flipping computers all the time, and I hate that. I'd rather be out in the real world recording. Look at that view over there. Little worlds are not getting out at all, then getting bogged down with issues because they're stuck indoors or stuck in their own little world. It's like that everywhere, isn't it? City steeped in history because Napoleon was exiled in Plymouth Sound before he was sent to St Helena. Charles Darwin sailed out from here to discover the origins of the species. And Henry Falcon Scott went from here to the South Pole, where he lost his life. Trying to survive. And that's what life is all about: taking risks, being prepared to take the consequences when you need to, and it's actually living a life rather than just vegetating. And that's the end of today's video. Thanks for being with me.